Hey, 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 live at 5. What's happening? We're going to give some people a chance to get in here and I'm going to check out some comments. How about give me a shout out where you from so I can see who's here? Roll call live at 5. Hopefully, all my audio's good. I did a check a little while ago, so hopefully, everybody can hear me and see me. Give me a little shout out. Let's see what's happening. Let me, why is my comments? There we go. What's up, Ken? What's going on? We're gonna do a little something different here instead of like jumping right into it. Gonna give everybody a chance to get up and get in here. Audio's good. Thank you, Chuck. What's happening? All right. We got a pretty good little show lined up. Gonna show you some stuff we got done. Finally, a little cooler down here. Yesterday and today was the coolest fake fall, as we call it, just a couple of days. But I was out there on the boat all day yesterday. Show you a little something that we got going there. And about October, we're going to have the consistent cool fronts. But hey, at least like now, it's like in the 80s to high 80s and not so far, not that we won't get back into 90s. We might get a few days, but man, there is a huge difference between like 80 and or even low 90s, 91, 92, you can come and take it. But when it gets about 95, 96, you can't hardly stand it. And I think it's because of our body temperature, 98.6. I think when you get so close to your body temperature and humidity is high, you can't really cool down. Your body can't cool down. So, Jules, what's happening? Bruce, what's happening? Yep, glad y'all made it. We're going to get going here in just a minute. I got a couple things here we're going to talk about what happened this week, what we got done with the boat, stuff like that. So, all right, let's see. Jose, what's happening from Lexington, South Carolina? Yep. How's the boats? Doing good. It's I was just saying, I finally started working on pulling the engine, started actually wrenching, and I'll talk about it in a little bit. But yeah, finally starting to get going. So let's show this. Let's go. I'll probably, let me see, I'll give you a little quick peek. We'll come back and show it again later as people come in. But been working on the boat. I finally got all that done up there. I don't know if you can see, but it's filled in. And then there's also bolts, through bolts. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Can't zoom on the back camera, it says. Anyways, there's through bolts up there. But I put up another 2x6 here to put this tarp up to get this afternoon sun off of me because it's been just freaking terribly hot and I can't get much done when it's so freaking hot. So I got that right there all the way on the front of the boat. And this is for y'all that want to know a little bit more than the average. So the other day on Facebook, I put that I had went to. Okay, I got it. That was a Mug Club only video. Those that are Mug Club members, you got to see the whole thing. But in time, you'll see it. Everybody will see it. But just got something we're working on. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's jump right into what we got going on this week. All right. So welcome to Live at 5. Let's see. Oh, that didn't work just like I thought. All right, like and share to your social media. At least like it. The algorithm, in order for us to people to see that we're online, is if you would take the time and hit the like button. If you're seeing it for the first time, certainly hit the subscribe button. And this channel is all about boating, the Great Loop. And for anybody new, I'm working on a 1988 Bayliner Sierra 2450 project boat that I bought for $600. It needs everything done, but I intentionally done that so I can show some projects and show the process as we go along. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. That's for a standard show. Today we're gonna answer some questions about some of the latest videos, and and just for those that are new, that we're doing the live at 5s every Sunday, and we're going to talk about adding a really cool one here real soon, and I want to get your feedback on this one. I don't know if I actually put this in the show notes. I think I might have forgot that. All right, guys, don't let me forget about Thursday nights. All right, because I think I was done everything else and forgot to put that in the show notes. But so the question of the week was last week, and I'm going to continue with it, is we're doing a live stream during the week. Now, this is different than what I'm telling you about Thursday night thing, so don't let me forget. We're doing a T-shirt giveaway. Who's ever ends up we choosing, we're going to they'll get a T-shirt. So let me try to make this a little bigger. I had it bigger earlier. There we go. Let's see. So these are some names that we're trying to do. We're trying to name, like we got live at 5. Well, that's good for a Sunday. People are at home. But during the week, whenever we're underway on the Great Loop, I'm going to move those to 7 o'clock. Summertime, it should still be daylight outside, and most people will be home and be able to watch them. And it'll basically be the wrap up of the day, and it'll be Monday through Friday in most cases, as that's when I'll move. So these are some names we're coming up with. Tommy from Happy Hours, y'all know that. He said the Great Loop or Heaven at 7. Obviously, the Great Loop, Heaven at 7, and In Session at 7. Sunset at 7 was Living Life, 1167. Selling in 7. That would kind of be good. I guess that should be SALE, or no selling. That's correct. Colton Clark, but this ain't a sailboat, it's a power boat, so maybe we can switch that up. Chilling at 7, Ryan Ziegler. Lucky 7 Loop, Tony Simmons came up with that. 7 o'clock Talk, Jonathan Bishop. Sipping at 7, Hayden Pettyjohn. Good Times at 7, Gak. Secrets at 7, and I guess that was kind of like, what's happened that day. Sundowners at 7. So these are some names people are coming up. What's up, Kayak? Kayak 7C's in the house. Doing good, buddy. Let me change banner real quick. Have to remember to do these. It says down there on the bottom, if you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up. It always helps with that algorithm. So these are some names. If you add names, you can put them in now. Go back to comments. You can put them in now. See, Ryan says it's with a Z, not an S. All right, let me see where you at, Ryan. Okay. Z7. Okay. Well, I need to change that. I don't want to change it right now. Let me write that down, because if I write it in the computer, it's going to make it jump off. So Ryan, you're saying Z, not S. Z, not S. All right, I'm going to change that in there later on. Jeffrey, what's happening in Punta Gorda? All right. Storming here. Nah, we're good. I think y'all, that's probably that humidity has already started moving back north. I guess we're going to get it tomorrow. Man, I hate that. Goodness gracious. So these are names that we're coming up with for the 7 o'clock live stream. All right, let's see. SE, not AC. All right, Chuck. Let me write that down. Okay. Yeah, that must have been a typo right there. Okay. This will probably, Not sure if we're going to start it at next week. I don't think we'll have time to, or I should say this week. Maybe that we have time to start next week. And we got another naming for Thursday night live. And it probably will be at 7 so that we can keep it going once we're on the loop. And in this community, what I'm trying to work on is more of a community, which is not just benefiting me, but benefiting y'all as well. And if you're following this channel, you're probably into boating and you like, engines and whatever. And of course, they're always breaking down. So what I want to start doing is I want to live stream where ahead of time you'll send me an email. I'll pick, of the emails, and we'll try to get to everybody. At some point we won't be able to, but in the beginning we will. But if you have a boat project going and you're stumped and you got an engine issue and you're stumped, outboard, it's not running, well, what you'll do is send me pictures and or be prepared to come on for us to talk about it. And what we'll do is we'll bring you on, and you know how we can have multiple people on at the same time. And along with your pictures, we'll explain what your problem is. So let's say you got an outboard and it cranks up and runs, but it only runs for a little while and it runs out or it shuts down. And I'm saying it might run 2 or 3 minutes and it shuts down. Well, it throws a lot of people because it's not the carburetor, because it's obviously cranking and running. It's not the electrical, you're getting spark, but oftentimes what that is the hoses have gotten old and the liners inside are breaking down. And when the fuel starts, the vacuum in the fuel starts sucking the line, it closes off the line. That's a common scene problem, but gets a lot of people and they can't figure it out. That thing right there, you take to the shop, they'll replace a little piece of hose and charge you $150. Say, have a nice day. So basically, and this can be all the way up to bigger, to boat engines. And what we'll do is we'll bring the person on so that as the questions are coming out, we'll be asking, well, did you do this? Did you do that? And we'll try to help solve their problem. So, I'm already working on names to come up with that. And it'll be, but I hadn't decided, and I'm probably going to, ask y'all to put in some ideas about that. But, I've seen things like Tech Tuesday, but Thursday I think is a good day to start because we do a live on Sunday. Be honest with you, Tuesdays I have my grandchildren, Mondays and Tuesdays at the farm, so I can't really do it then. Thursdays is one of my open days. I don't want to really do it Friday or Saturday, too close to Sunday. So Thursdays. So we're going to come up with a name for those Thursdays, like, Tech Thursday or just whatever. So be thinking about that, coming up with a name for that. And right now, what I'm kind of looking at is Troubleshooting Thursday. So Troubleshooting Thursday is where y'all come on, we'll split the screen, and then we'll all together, because we have a lot of people that's got experience in here, and we'll try to figure out what your problem is. All right. So that's something we got coming. So let me go back over here. Let's see. Okay, what got done on Good Times 2.0 this week? I completed the hoist system. Pop that back up. So I'm going to play this video again. I know some are just come in. Started the engine release. So I've actually started wrenching on the engine, taking parts out. And I really hope to get that sucker out first part of the week, although it's supposed to get back warm again. But now with that, let me show you this for those that didn't get to see it. I'll back it up and you can kind of see what we did. Oh, good evening. Been working on the boat. I finally got all that done up there. I don't know if you can see, but it's filled in. And then there's also bolts, through bolts. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Can't zoom on the back camera, it says. Anyways, there's through bolts up there. But I put up another 2x6 here to put this tarp up to get this afternoon sun off of me, because it's been just freaking terribly hot and I can't get much done when it's so freaking hot. So, all right, so basically that's what we got. I finished that, and guys, that was some more sketchy crap. I shot video. I'll do a little short video to finish up. But matter of fact, some of the subscriber feedback were through bolting it, which I already had one for each side, and I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to put 2 on each side, and then you might have seen in the middle about 3 feet apart, I put 1 and then another one past the center point. So that's 2x10s on 2 sides and filled in with some 2x10s and 2x6s. And I actually have a engineer guy that's going to come on here. Well, he may not come on live. I'm going to do a video with him, but split screening, and he's going to run the calculations to show you what that system should hold. Now, not everybody's going to go through the amount of work that I put in to put that up, but the reason I did that is this won't be the only engine I'll pull. I'll pull lots more, and you notice how tall it is because I plan on obviously bigger boats. But I will show you some cheaper ways that the more, say, person that's just doing one boat, I'll show some cheaper ways of doing it, so you don't have to go through this, because that was probably a week's worth of work, that alone. So that's a good bit of time. Kayak 7C says, what date? I think Thursday. That is the date. Tuesday's too close. I got my grandkids. Too close to Sunday, for setting up. So that's his 7. He says that's his premiere time. We'll have to chat off screen about that. See what it is. So anyways, we're coming up with a name for this 7 o'clock deal on Thursdays. So kind of be thinking about that if y'all want to put out a name there, and we'll get that going. So let's see. Here's some subscriber feedback. Let me do one thing here real quick. Okay, let's see. So I want to start showing in these lives some feedback from subscribers, because they really have a lot of good information, as you'll see. And each week, Sundays, we'll go back and look at, especially when a video's dropped, like what some people said. And this is Humper Dink. He doesn't prefer any cushion fabric swatches. I'd prefer no graphics. Don't forget, if you think you're going to sell the boat in the future and are better off with something timeless that will appeal to a larger audience, having to redo the upholstery can be rather expensive. He's correct. It might be a determining factor of a buyer choosing another boat over yours. Just a thought. Obviously, do whatever makes you feel best, especially if you're doing it at low cost. Good times adventure. You started the great Luke. Best wishes on future cruising. Thank you, Jack, for your feedback. So he's got some good points there. If you were going to sell the boat, I would 100% agree with some more blander type colors, but I'll never sell this boat, I don't think. My kids might sell it when I'm gone, but this boat I'm designing to be a good fishing boat, going out, being able to trailer a boat. I think I'll end up with another bigger boat, but down here in Florida, having a trailer boat is super important. That didn't work right. Having a trailer boat is good because I can go to different places and put in. Well, with the big boats, that's a lot of expense and fuel, so traveling. So this boat I'll never sell. And I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. In this same post, they say You can jazz up with them throw pillows and such. And then Captain Crunch says, I really like this. He says, yeah, I was thinking of all four fabrics would make cool pillows. That's exactly what we're going to do. And you'll see why. Let me switch this. You'll see why this color is going to, hang it. You'll see why this color is going to become popular. And I don't want to give it away yet. That's not the main color. And then y'all remember this one? You remember with the stars and all? I guess I should flip it over. Constellations. This is going to be cool. What I decided to do on this, I got to do some repair on the ceiling. So any windows in that repair area, I'm going to do with this. So like if you're laying there, you're looking up and you're looking at the constellations. All right. I think I have decided that this one is, this one is my color. But like people said, I'm going to make some throw pillows. Probably like one on one side and a different one on the other. I think that's cool. So see, the feedback was perfect. That worked out really well. Let me go back to comments here. Let's see. Famous last words. I'll never sell this boat. That's true. That's true. I ain't gonna lie about that. Okay, here's another one. Kind of hard for y'all to see, so I'll read them. I don't prefer any of the cushion swatches. I prefer no graphics. Oh wait, did they? Oh, that felt that same one. It just got done smaller. My bad. These are just some random stuff. Some people I want to just shout out. Barb Harrell, like watching rebuild of the boat and your comments on what you're doing. Thanks. I appreciate that. What about the fuel tank replacement? Very good. That is definitely coming. That's got to happen. Probably I'm going to have some downtime once the engine is out. So that's probably between that and air conditioner is going to be one of the next major projects that I do. So fuel replacements coming. Hey, Jules says spare parts on long trips are a must. That's exactly right, especially in this. Let's see. I think it was that all of it. Let me go back. Let me look at something here. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Put it back over here. All right. So, Chuck, I've owned my boat 3 years and still have issues with it. Put a new carburetor in yesterday, hoping that takes care of the issue. Well, Chuck, I know you're a long-time follower of the channel, so maybe what we'll do is maybe you're the first one if you want to be. And like I said, how we'll do is this software, I can send you a link, and all you need is a phone. You could be by your boat, in your boat, sitting in your house, wherever you just need a stable place to put the phone, and you'll pop up. Y'all know how we've had people on here. And then the value to that is like, I don't know, let's say carburetors. Let me tell you an example, a better example. So when we were on the loop last year, we were having a problem with Zoffinger's boat. It was losing antifreeze. And I sent a picture to a guy, and just from the picture, he diagnosed what the problem was. Some hoses were backwards. I would have never caught that. I'm good at this stuff, but I could have never caught that. But someone that does it every day, they will look at it just immediately and go, hey, it's so-and-so, so-and-so. And if you've had a problem, you know, if you're saying that you have a carburetor problem, then, you know, I've had my share of them. And oftentimes we can figure out through a group. And how I plan for that to work is that, let's say this Thursday, let's just say we were going to do it this Thursday, which I suspect we'll do it next Thursday, but never know. But
with that, someone on here that has seen it, and then they may give us the answer, but then we'll follow up with maybe the following Thursday, because you'll need time to work with or work on, but we can keep in contact. I'll do that through email. And then let's say you figured it out. Well, then you can come back on for a follow up, real quick follow up, and say, guys, this is what it was. The whole point of this is for those that's wanting to maybe do the loop, just wanting to boat, whatever it is. Sometimes you can get caught and, you can't figure it out, and it ends up costing you a ton of money. So we're going to try to help that. That's all I can say. We're going to, and I think over time we could build that into something really big and be able to help as many people for getting the same question. And I've reached out to a guy to collaborate with, and this is kind of what I was thinking about on this part, is having mechanics, the ones that can, especially ones that have YouTube channels, come in and collaborate with them, so they're in the chat or they're on the screen, and we can kind of diagnose what you're working with. So I think that's going to become a very popular deal down the road. And then I think what we'll do is try to have a section on the website that addresses each one of these, or at least points a person to the live streams where they can kind of hear it all for themselves, just like a repair video, basically. So Ryan asked, are you and Marty still friends? Do you still talk to each other? No, we don't. I'm going to broach that subject in a video once I finish up my loop videos, which I'm getting ready to start back on. Although I don't get a ton of views on it, but I want to have that series done. So when I start back next year, I can start back where we left off. But just to be honest, let's just say I wasn't treated right. That's all I can tell you. And you'll see it at some point. But it's sad to hear, sad to think that, but it is what it is. And I'm a man that's going to say the truth regardless of what it is. But so I don't know if this is Sarkon or whatever. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The more brains, the better. 100%, brother. That's what we're after. And if we could build this thing up to where we have, 3 or 4 each week on this, just dedicated to that, 30 minutes to an hour, I think we're going to help a lot of people. So I think that's going to end up being a really good thing. Let's see. Chuck said, if you remember how I talked to you on the phone last year, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All we're going to do is pop you up there. And the major reason for bringing somebody on is what I foresee happening, and I don't know 100%, is people are going to start popping off questions. Did you do this? Did you do that? And to facilitate an actual solving a problem, we need the person there, or at least on here, to say, yes, I done that. Yes, I done that. So then what we'll do is at the end of the live, we'll have an action plan. If you haven't done these things, do these 5 things. I'm just saying, whatever, by next week. And then when you come back, we'll see if we solved the problem. And now, sometimes there's going to be problems we can't solve on here. But I got a feeling over time it's going to get very popular and be very helpful to people. And that's what we're at. Yeah, Ryan, it's no, you didn't start anything. I just, I get that question all the time, and I don't want to be negative about anybody, whatever. But when I get to that section of the videos, you'll see there'll be no question in your mind what happened. So it is what it is. So anyways, that's some stuff that we got coming up this week. I'm going to jump hopefully tomorrow. I got a much easier week. Last week was a pretty hard week for me. So y'all know I run a cabinet business, and I hope by this time next year after the loop, and I believe that my channel is going to be big enough, I won't have to take on cabinet jobs and I can do more, content. But the fact is, I'm grateful for it because I'm spending a bunch of money on this boat, and actually after, I think next week I'll be dropping about 5,000, maybe a little more for the engine. I already called the guy, going to go swap it out, and then also for the out drive. So in pretty short order, but to be honest with you, a lot of the big dollar things will have been completed. Like what I didn't show you on there that Mud Club members know about is I did go get a trailer. I've got a real nice aluminum trailer I bought, and I can't say more than that, but I did get a super nice trailer. So my trailer issue is solved, and so being able to pull it around is not going to be any issue. So really, short of the engine, the out drive, and there's always, I suspect after that, all the little things will be about another, I don't know, $5,000 after the engine and out drive, because like I told you, a lot of the other things are going to be brand new. I don't want to have any troubles with this boat. And like I told you, I plan on keeping it for a very long time, or I'm not going to sell it. So I'm trying to do it completely right. We'll go from there. But anyways, let's see. Yep. Good. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We already reached that 30-minute mark. I'm trying to keep these to 30 minutes. You can, when I end the session or take myself off, I'm going to leave it. I've been leaving the live stream open, where if you think about it afterwards and you want to put a comment in, I'll still be able to see it. But of course, when it goes to replay, you can put comments in there. So now we're looking at continued, let's see. We're looking at continued names for, and it's going to be a t-shirt giveaway for the Great Loop at 7, like during the week, not on Thursdays. But, and I've yet to decide exactly, but probably most days that I move, and I know you can't make them all, but some days some people can make them and some days they can't make the other ones. So by me doing most days that I move, then people will be able to keep up on it. So we're coming up with names, and here's a list of names. Let me put that on there that we already got. So these are for y'all coming in later. We're coming up with names at 7 on just regular days to talk about what happened and to kind of get you in the vibe. Great Loop Heaven at 7, In Session at 7, Sunset at 7, Selling at 7, Chilling at 7, Lucky 7 Loop. Maybe it's Lucky Loop at 7. That sounds good. 7 o'clock Talk, Sipping at 7, Good Times at 7, Secrets at 7, Sundowners at 7. So we want to continue to work on that, and then maybe also put some thought into our Thursday night deals, like troubleshooting. Thursday is kind of, unless I can come up with something better, that's what we're going to end up with, troubleshooting Thursdays. Tech Tuesday sounds really good, but Tuesday's not going to work for me. I don't want to be able to do that until I'm on the loop. Once I'm on the loop, it's not going to be a problem. So anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to say we'll sign on off. If you want to leave some comments there, that'd be great. And I'll go back and look at them, and we'll be prepped up for next week. And Chuck, send me an email. Let me go ahead and post it in the comments. Let's look at your problem. Mike at michaeljsteen.com. See if that'll pop up there. Yep, send me an email. Let's get together and start looking at some pictures. And that sounds like a good one just to start with, to be honest with you. And I know you've been around a long time. Let's just, if you want to, that'll be a good one to start with. And we'll probably shoot for the following Thursday, so we have enough time. As time goes forward, now anybody else seeing this in the replay, you can also send me an email at mike@michaeljsteen.com and say that you're interested in, being on one, that you got a problem, and we'll try to figure it out. And we'll get you on. And it's a real simple deal. All I do is send you a link. You'll open the link, and all you got to do is have your phone setting up. You can do a computer, but I actually think the phones are better, because if we need you to show us something on your boat, that's probably going to work out really well. So anybody else interested in that, you can shoot me an email at mike@michaeljsteen.com, and we'll start coordinating back and forth, and we'll see what we're working with. Hey, Sekran says, hit that like button if everybody. We're about to wrap it up. I'd sure appreciate that. So I'm getting ready to do a giveaway, probably the biggest giveaway I got. We're approaching back at 7,000. I lost a bunch from the things that were said, but we're about back at 7,000, and I got a sponsor for some fishing gear, and he's given us something to give away. So I'm gonna give away it's about $100-something pinfish trap and our crab trap. I guess we could do either one, whichever you prefer in your area. But we're going to do that to kind of boost up and get us back to the 7,000 subscriber mark, and then keep working up the hill from there. But anyways, good to see y'all all. I always enjoy doing these, and I'm going to go ahead and take myself out of the picture. Y'all welcome to chat amongst yourself, and have a good week. We'll talk to you soon.